What's up? We're Caveman Movies.
And you're watching MoonKILL Radio.
Right. All right, MoonKILL Radio, we're here. We are, hopefully you just heard Caveman Movies,
What's up?
right?
Hey.
Yep.
Caveman Movies. How you
Sir.
guys doing?
Great.
The gruesome twosome, right? Hope you guys dug it because we didn't hear it. That was fucking amazing.
That was awesome.
How you
Lots
guys
of
doing,
fun.
man?
Really good. Really good. You know, summer.
Summertime.
Yeah, summer.
Hot.
Gotta enjoy it. It's hot, but I mean, like, you know, you still gotta love summer.
Yeah. How'd you guys? How's the room? Sound good?
Sounded
Yeah,
great.
it's
Yeah.
Was that fun?
I really like the vocals came out really well, and just it's a nice small space. So I like small spaces when we play.
Right on. All right. So let's see, Caveman. Well, first of all, how the hell did you get that name?
So it was a long time ago, and it actually started as like a music, like I was doing like a beats type of thing, like with like FL Studios and stuff like that, and I was really starting that, and I was looking for I wasn't really looking for a name. It just kind of happened. I was studying history homework. I was doing like history homework, and it was like early man, so it was like talking about like, you know, like cavemen and stuff like that, and I just kind of thought in my head like, you know, like I haven't seen a good caveman movie in a while, and then I was just like, hey, like
Just hit you.
that's how most things come to me, at least like in terms of titles or something. I'll just say something in passing, and I'm like, so it's got a nice ring to it. And then eventually we started making music together, and
So you had the name before you had him.
yeah, but like it was kind of like a general music project. We were doing like different things at the time, like we're doing like acoustic stuff and like just kind of completely different genres under the same name. But then eventually, the more we started doing this is like kind of what picked up. So like this is kind of became more focus.
So how long has this been going on? This Caveman movie thing.
I want to say like about 4 or 5 years now.
Something
Four
like
or
that.
5 years?
Five, maybe going on 6. It was like 2012, I think, is when we started. So
Really?
yeah, it's been very kind of on and off, you know, like just when we have the time to do things. You know.
Just you two? Same two?
Yeah, just us two.
Yeah.
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 No guitar player?
No, that's. I mean, like we were looking for when we very first started. We wanted to do like a punk trio type of thing, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play bass and sing the songs because, like, you know, nobody wants. It's harder to find a bass player, you know, than it is to find a guitar player.
Yeah.
But I had a distortion pedal that I was using, and we played a couple songs, and I was just like, hey, it sounds good like that, I think, you know. And I was just like got introduced to bands like Death from Above and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, like 2-piece bass and drum you can make that work, you know. And then so after a while we just like, you know, we started writing so many songs. We started doing so much stuff that's like, at that point, adding a guitarist would be like backtracking a little bit, you know, like to have like now we got to teach this person all those songs and stuff that. So
That was it, huh?
yeah, and the rest is just like, all right, let's keep doing what we do.
What about a second bassist?
I don't know. I mean, like I don't know. I mean, I personally like the 2-piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it too. I just like go with whatever idea this guy has pretty much.
I feel like it's easier to like coordinate things with 2 people as well, you know. Like a third person is kind of like, okay, like now.
Just say it. You don't have to put up with someone else's shit.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
That
You know,
too,
like you know, like when you don't want to ruin a good chemistry, and sometimes like adding another person can like kind of mix things up a little bit, and then it's kind of like, oh, well, now we need to, you know, just 2 people is just a lot easier. It's a lot easier to maintain, especially in terms of like practice and stuff like that. It's just like, hey, like you wanna practice, like, yeah, sure, and like shows and stuff like that. Like I remember like back in the day, like we would hop on a lot of like last minute shows, and it'd be really easy because we'd just be hanging out anyways, you know. Like we wouldn't be doing anything anyways. We'd just be hanging out, and we get like a text like, "Hey, like there's this show that's happening in here, and you guys want to play? Hop on." Like this band dropped. Like, yeah, like you want to do it? Yeah, sure. All right,
Screw it. Huh?
yeah, let's do it.
Right on, man. Now you guys from the IE, Riverside,
Yeah.
or
Well, we're from Moreno Valley.
Moreno Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Represent.
Yeah, there you go. Moreno Valley people's out there.
Hey.
You know, it's you guys born and raised out there or what?
Yes, I was.
I was not born and raised out there. No, I've been kind of like bouncing around ever since I was a kid. So.
The kid, okay.
But I've been in Moreno Valley most of my life. Yeah.
Oh, you bounced around there for a while? Or?
No, yeah. Actually, I bounced around in Moreno Valley itself too. I've moved around in there a lot. So.
All right.
But
You guys like meet in high school or what? Or?
Like a little bit before that, I think like
Junior high?
like kind of just
Elementary?
kind of like neighborhood, kind of like a neighborhood friends type of thing.
Because I used to live in different parts of like California. I used to live in like El Centro and Imperial Valley area.
Oh, wow.
So like you know, I would come and visit Moreno Valley because my mom had like family friends out there, and he was a friend of my family friends, and that's how we met. So yeah.
Right on, man. So you guys known each other for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. You don't keep those very often, man. That's real cool.
Yeah.
So let's start with the drummer. How long have you been playing drums, man?
I've been playing drums pretty much since I was like 12, like on and off. But I didn't really get serious till the band started.
This one?
Yeah. Okay. So like seriously, I've been playing for about like 6 years, 7 years maybe. I don't know.
Right.
Like probably 6 years total. Yeah.
Like, been so 6, 7 years. Like, who'd you start playing? Like, did you have like somebody you're like?
Yeah, I mean, when I first started, I used to play like like grunge and stuff, whatever, like Nirvana and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, and just like different types of punk with friends, just really basic stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Start somewhere.
yeah, and then like I started playing guitar, and like I got into a band, and that band kind of flunked out, and then we started our thing. And then I started getting serious with the drums more than guitar.
Get back in drums.
But I've been playing guitar for about like, over 10 years or maybe like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still play?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys should do a song, no drums.
Yeah, we were just talking about that because he just got an acoustic guitar back. So like
right.
that again, that was how we first started. Before we were doing like drum and bass stuff, we were doing like guitar duo, like folksy indie-ish type of stuff.
Right.
It was still under the same name under Caveman Movies, like really deep in our
Different
SoundCloud.
sound.
Yeah, really deep in our SoundCloud. You'll find a couple of those.
All right. So after the bass guy, what's your story?
I started playing guitar first, and it was actually from Guitar Hero. Like I was, I hadn't touched the guitar before that. When my sister and her friends had Guitar Hero, and I would just kind of like mess around with it, and I'm like, oh, this game is fun, And I got like not like super good, but like I got decent enough to where like there are certain songs where I could remember how to play like the notes and stuff like that. And my sister was like, "Why don't you just get a real guitar?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a good question,
Did she pick on you about it though? Or?
No, it wasn't like a pick on me thing. It was
making
just
fun of you.
It was just like, "Why don't you just get a real guitar?" Like, and I was just like, "Oh, like that's a good." I don't know why, And I mean, actually, I had some extra money. Went to like Target or something and bought like a cheap acoustic guitar. Started playing that, and then then we were in that band, and we were both playing guitar for a while, and then after that, and then from that, like I kind of just from jamming, I would kind of learn bass too, because bass is a little more like a little more sit back type of instrument.
Yeah.
And then and then we started what we're starting now, and like I said, I switched to bass, so like I because I wanted to be like, okay, like whoever is gonna play guitar, like they'll they won't feel bad about being slumped down to bass, I'll be I'd be singing and playing anyways, and then just kind of started from early thing from around like I don't know like 7 years ago. Just like started writing songs and stuff like that, and then that just all transferred over to what we're doing now. And,
what was your favorite song on Guitar Hero to play? Like, what were you the master at?
The one that
Which one?
The one that I could play, like that, like I remember very specifically Reptilia by the Strokes. It has a very simple, like, verse section. So I remember I would play that, and I would be like, I could play it without looking because I remember the notes, And so that was kind of like, that was where it clicked, like, oh, like this is what playing guitar is, like, like you're just playing by feeling the rhythm. And yeah, that one was probably my favorite, just because it was simple enough, A couple of other ones really fun. Cliffs of Dover is fun.
But let me ask you though, like you ever heard those guys that say, or not just guys, but many guys say, "Oh, I can play guitar," and you're like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, I smashed Guitar Hero." You were one of those guys, were you?
No, I never like claimed to like.
You ever heard those guys? No, I've been a few. They're like, "Oh, I killed a guitar."
And then like they actually mean Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I smashed Guitar Hero, man. This and that song, I'm perfect.
Yeah,
master level.
No, I never claimed to do that. I was more like just like, hey, like I like to play. I'm good at Guitar Hero, like
Yeah.
And I thought I was so like proud of it for a second, and then I was like, nobody cares. Like you play a real guitar, like then, then people will really,
Well, later on. Okay, so later on, what's your influences? Like where, like,
so
like he started playing Nirvanas and stuff, and like where did you start?
My early influences are probably like metal, like guitar music. For basically like started off like metal. Like when I first started jamming with like my now brother-in-law, we would do like Iron Maiden covers and stuff like that, and
right on.
just start off with stuff like that, and then kind of eventually like that was like my insight into like rock music in general. Like that was like
start with metal,
just like start with metal, and then I kind of shifted towards like indie music, like the Strokes and Arctic Monkeys and stuff, and that would influence like the first like of like songwriting influence, like actually, okay, like now that I'm creating something, not just covers. And then from there, I discovered punk music and like garage, like punk type stuff. I'm I'm like blanking out.
Like what's a song that just hit you?
Like something that influenced us.
Yeah, like something that just said, "Fuck, I gotta do that." Or like what put you to say, "Oh, now I want to do that. I'm gonna do that from now on." Or
I remember a big one for me was the Ramones.
when you
Like,
first heard Ramones?
like just like the simplicity of it. That was like the biggest influence for Caveman Movies, at least, was definitely like that's what we started doing, like Ramones covers. Like I really wanted to cover Beat on the Brat. It was probably like like that middle, like da na 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 na. I was just like, oh, like it's so simple but so sophisticated at the same time, like
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like I'm trying to think about my influences right now and what started, but like it was more of just like him like showing me stuff to play. Like it was I was basically influenced by what he was influenced off of, because
Really?
he would like show me what to play. He'd give me like an idea of what to play in our songs. That's just kind of what we do. He'll like give me an idea of what to play, or sometimes we just jam it out. But yeah, fuck, I'm going blank.
You can't think of the aha moment.
But like no, like as we started going, I got influenced by. He showed me this band called the Spits. And
Spits.
yeah.
Spits, yeah. That's probably like right now, as of like the latest music we recorded, like the Spits is totally like on the I hope nobody notices that we're copying them too much, like
right.
Yeah, so like I mean they influenced me, and he's actually shown me a bunch of different other bands that have influenced me, playing how I play now.
That's all I know. Like for a while too, he ventured off into like his own like jazz drumming was like a big thing. Like
Really?
Yeah, I kind of just started doing my own thing with that, honestly.
Like you're taking jazz drumming, or
Yeah.
you are?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore,
I
you
was
were?
in like jazz band when I was in high school,
Okay.
but I still like try to keep the, like
Traditional
the,
group.
yeah, like the jazzy, influence of.
Well, I saw your style. Yeah.
Yeah.
you use a traditional style.
Yeah.
You always use that, or
No, I didn't always use traditional grip. I used to, I started off with match grip, and then eventually I tried it out, and then I just kept playing that way, and I got more comfortable with it, and I liked it, so I kept it,
Yeah, I remember like the moment like you showed me, like he was showing me like a Buddy Rich video, and he's like doing like tutorials like on how like he's showing why traditional grip is better. And then ever since like he showed me that video, like I've seen him like drumming like that, and I'm just like, all right, like hell yeah, like
Hey, you can't argue with Buddy Rich, man.
Yeah.
But okay, who's better, Buddy Rich or Gene Krupa?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
That's always the argument, man.
Yeah.
Which one? Buddy Rich over Gene Krupa, huh? All right. Come on.
Yeah, I mean it's preference, like, but I mean I would
Don't
obviously.
weasel your way out of it. Come on, make a choice, man.
I mean I would choose Buddy Rich. Yeah.
Buddy Rich?
Yeah.
You can't go wrong either way.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys had never seen either one of those drummers, even if you're not a drummer, those guys are freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing drummers. That is, yeah.
But yeah, jazz has like a very like slight influence on kind of some of the stuff that we do overall. Like we do a lot of like noise improvisation, which is which I feel like that comes from that stems from jazz, like just kind of
Experimental.
just kind of messing around on the toms,
Yeah.
kind of like going really high on the fretboard and just like kind of making it just kind of talk in a sense, like that was all.
You don't have to label it with prog, right?
Yeah,
But any
yeah.
progressive music
Yeah,
stems from jazz.
Yeah, and I mean, like there was a little wave of of punk music incorporating that type of stuff into it. Like I remember hearing like Black Flag, the guitar player did that a lot, just kind of like like in the middle, like during like intermissions of their stuff, like like when there's little silences, and I was just like, wow, like that's pretty cool. Like I need to throw that on what we're doing. Like adds to the noise, especially since we're only two people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so being the two people. He's on drums. He's smashing the skins. You're the only one up here playing. There's no guitar, it's just bass. Is that? I mean, you seem to. I think you seem to like it. Gives you freedom to just be all over that neck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another thing that I really like is that like it's easier to make dissonance sound good with just two people because it's just the bass and drums. So like it's easy to like kind of time myself with when I want to be all over the place and when I want to be on time with the drums, like if you have a guitar player and it's a little harder to like coordinate that, I feel like, or just any third person, like,
Yeah, because I was listening. I made mention to him because our engineer he likes what's the song called? Rag and Bones.
Okay.
You ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
By a band named No Means No.
Okay. I think I've heard the band, but
no, okay, you gotta listen to that.
Okay.
Like I told him, I was like, man, these guys should do Rag and Bones. Like it's like right up your alley.
Okay, right on.
But it's heavy bass. It's like, is there a guitar player in that damn band? It's 3-piece, right? But you really can't even hear them though. Yeah, it's like all you hear is just heavy bass. It's just, and then the song is pretty progressive.
Okay.
It's what, like a 6-minute song? 5 minutes? Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So it's a badass song. Check it out.
Okay, yeah. No means no.
That's your next cover song right there. So we're gonna bring you back in.
Yeah, we'll do.
Next time you're gonna do that song.
It's just that one.
Oh yeah.
No, but yeah, you seem to get off on the.
Yeah, it's nice. Like I said, there's a lot of freedom. I mean, there's lots of things that we miss without like a third player. That I wish that I would like to incorporate. But I mean, like I feel like the benefits outweigh the pros outweigh the cons. In terms of like just what we're doing and like the groove that we've already established as a 2-piece. It's just like. It just makes it, I don't know. Simplicity is key. I feel
Any
like,
thoughts of any other instruments, keyboards or anything, or no?
Maybe keyboards.
I mean, I'm just
I've like loosely thought of the idea of keyboards, but I don't know anybody who's like
electronic drums, something. No.
I mean, I would try it, but like I can't afford it right now.
Yeah, our equipment is
Yeah.
like our
I'm
equipment's
broke.
like we've had the same equipment for a while now, but I mean
Oh,
old reliable,
Just throwing it out there, yeah. What's you guys? Okay, so what do you guys have out there, man? You guys been together for a while, but off and on.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, you've been going at it for how long? Seriously.
Seriously is like that's a tough. I don't know if I'd say like we've been doing it like serious.
Still not doing it serious?
Like right now I feel like it's a little more serious just
Let's get
because
more.
we're both like in the same area for a while, like for the last couple years. Sonny was working up north near Oregon and stuff like that, so we were kind of it was very on and off again. Like we'd be like a seasonal type of local band. Like okay, like like all right, he's down. Like let's start making music and let's play, and then before that we were starting to get into something, and then just life happens and we kind of. But I mean we keep making music and keep playing shows, and like I feel like that's at least for me, like that's what it's all about. Like just keep creating stuff to throw out in the internet ether.
Well,
So,
you already made mention you have a SoundCloud.
yeah, we have SoundCloud and a Bandcamp. Bandcamp is where most of our stuff is.
Is the same stuff on both, or
SoundCloud is more like I've been using SoundCloud more for like the other, like I said, like Caveman Movies started as like other projects.
Okay.
So I've been kind of using SoundCloud as more of like for that, just kind of loosely related Caveman Movies things.
okay?
And then the Bandcamp is where we have like all of our EPs, like you could download.
The Bandcamp is mainly what we just heard here.
Yeah. The Bandcamp is the
Okay.
drum and bass thing.
But the SoundCloud, and that SoundCloud's got more of a variety of other.
Yeah,
Things
it's got like
going on.
different projects. And
Okay,
stuff
so
like
the
that.
Bandcamp is what.
Yeah,
If the listeners have saw what you just did,
yeah. Bandcamp would be
go
the,
to Bandcamp.
go to
right?
Bandcamp. Yes.
Okay. Right on. What's on the Bandcamp?
We have
What do you
like
have?
4 or 5 EPs, I think. 4 to 5, I think.
4 to 5 EPs.
Yeah, one we had like from 2012 was like our demo, and just kind of goes from there. We had one where we did like a guitar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then but then other than that, it's just been like quick. Like I think the max we have is like 6 songs on an EP. So like to keep it
So you got
short,
4 or 5 of them though, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we've got a decent amount of stuff. There's some other stuff that we worked on that's a little more like out there
All
that
right.
like we recorded it with a split, and I don't know, it was good, but I just felt like we could have done like a little better on it. So like I think we're gonna go back into that because
Redo it?
those longer more progressive pieces, like they take more time to really refine, rather than like with our last EP, which is
Yeah.
most of the stuff that we played today. It was really quick, short songs. So it's just like, okay, like you just, boom, just get them done with, like
Yeah.
get 2 minutes practice. All right, let's do it again. Longer songs, it's like 7 minutes. It's like, all right, like, fuck, like, all right, let's try it again, I guess. Like,
So is there more recordings on the way, or you guys? You're down here for now?
Yeah, I'm back for a while.
For a
So,
while?
yeah.
What are you doing? What kind of job do you work?
I was a fireman. I was working up north,
Oh, shit.
but I've been a fireman for the last like 3 years or so. So like 3.5
Out
years.
in Moreno Valley?
No, I used to live in Camarillo.
Okay.
I lived in Camarillo for like 2.5 years. And
Camarillo
then-
up just up north, right? Or is that?
Yeah, it's up north. It's near like Ventura, and
Yeah.
like Oxnard and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like more beachy, ain't it?
yeah. I used to live like 15 minutes away from the coast.
So what the hell did you do? Move back to Moreno Valley, man?
Oh, I was in a program that was like teaching me how to do what I do, and
You're right
Yeah.
by the beach. All day bikinis. What's up? What's going on?
but,
Fireman?
yeah.
Hey,
so,
shout out to our firemen and the service people.
yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
And
like
my
there's
cousin's a fireman too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure. That's cool, dude. How long you been a fireman?
Like I said, about like I've been doing it for the past like 3.5 years.
3.5.
Yeah. So
Right on.
yeah, it's just a seasonal thing though. I mean, I did it full time for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I took some time off. I traveled across the country. I drove actually across
Really?
the country. Yeah.
A one-man tour or what?
No, it was like me and my buddy, and we just like went to different places. I knew people in like different areas,
Okay.
different states, and we just kicked it with them, and then we'd be on our way, kept moving, and then we'd just stop here and there, and we made it all the way to New Jersey, and then we like took a train to New York. and then took a train
Wow.
back, and then came back.
Right on, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, you need to do that with Caveman Movies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to. We would like to. I feel like we're starting to make a little more momentum this time around.
Like he's trying to put that in the works or what? Or?
Yeah. I feel like like I said, like I feel like with this past like resurgence that we've been doing stuff, like people have actually been paying attention to us a little more. like the past couple of shows that we've been playing have been getting like crazy. Like, and it's just like, whoa, like before we wouldn't really. We'd have like some shows like that, but it wouldn't be as like constant moshing and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it feels nice to feel like, okay, like now I think like we're starting to gain a little momentum to really start getting things going.
Well, that's shout out to what was her name, Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle Gallinites.
Gallinites. That's where I saw you guys. Yeah, shout out to her. She had me come out and I was DJing that event.
That was a fun one.
You know, yeah, it was great. And then you guys ended the show.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I kept hearing was you got it. The other band was White Flag or No White Flag. They're like, but no, you got to hear the last band of Caveman Movies. I was ready to split.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, like we're last, and I was like, okay, people are gonna split, and then like, everybody stayed, and I was like, whoa, like we played at like 11, like, and everybody was still going on. Like that's, I mean, that usually doesn't happen. Like for backyard shows and stuff, like
Well,
it kind of
does-
starts to thin out sometimes, you know. So like,
It does help when you bring out what the hell did you guys do? You brought out a drum and a fan.
yeah, we have a bunch of old drums. Yeah, we had a bunch of old drum pieces and stuff like that, and
And it was like the equivalent, like you hear that old story of Alice Cooper and the chicken, or the whatever it was, and he threw it back, and the audience tore up the chicken. That was the chicken was the drum and the fan.
yeah.
It was like a massacre.
Well, I have a bunch of crap in my garage, so like that's
Just try to get rid of it.
yeah. It's like I try to throw it away. It's like oh, you gotta. It's one of those things like you gotta like put it out in the front for the trash people to take and stuff. So, you know, like the past couple of shows, it's just been like, well, you know, let's just bring some of this stuff to just let people break. Like, there's a broken fan. Like the fan doesn't work. Like, so what's the point of keeping it? You know, so.
But to bring it to your house
Yeah,
so
and
you
you
can smash the crap out of it.
It's. I mean, like.
Yeah.
I've seen other bands do it before with like
Yeah.
lots of different stuff. So I was like, oh, I mean, like, might as well, you know, give it gives the crowd like even if there's not like a lot of like, you know, moshing going around, like there's a little area for people to just destroy stuff.
No,
And
I
they
know,
tore
it was-
up.
it was-
Like, damn,
they
I
tore
was
the
not expecting
shit
it.
out of it,
Like it was
man.
like the drum, like a tom, and then just like
Yeah.
after like the third song, it was just like flat. I was just like, what the hell, like.
Oh yeah, and then the fan was done.
The fan was
That
the
was
fan
smashed up. And, and then they were moshing around it. That's one thing I was like, oh, someone's gonna just slip or fall right on the
Yeah.
pit, on the
Yeah.
on the pile of rubble.
That's what makes it
You know,
fun, though,
but-
you know.
Yeah,
a little bit
no.
of danger.
Well, that I was like, I think I was telling the sound guy, I was like, hey, I was like, you think someone's gonna light it on fire? Like that's what they should have done.
We did that at one of our previous shows actually.
Yeah.
We had some more drum stuff, and I brought some lighter fluid, and we just kind of like set the drum on fire and kind of, you know, like let it burn a little bit, and but then the people in the backyard show like, hey, like, you know, like chill out on that, you know, like you're not trying
was
to burn
cool.
something down, you know. It's like, okay, like,
Yeah.
you know, that's fair, you know. We want to do fireworks eventually, but
I'll get into pyrotechnics, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
just, you gotta, I don't know, like it's nice to have little gimmicks, you know, when it comes to your stuff, you know. It gets people, you know. That's
get
one,
into it.
yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing. I would like to incorporate more is kind of some type of theme for whatever we're doing, whether it's like dressing up or just anything, you know, anything we could think of to kind of make the show a little more fun.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you guys have the Bandcamp and recordings. Nothing new coming out, or nothing new recorded, or
Yeah, we've been working on something.
Just
We've been
working on
working on a
stuff
new
for now.
EP. The last song that we did on this performance, Over, that's one of the songs that's gonna be on our newest stuff. Like,
okay, so that's not out yet.
that's not out yet. No, a couple of other songs we did. They're like we recorded them a while ago, and we released them, but like we kind of redid them, and we're gonna re-release those soon. But then like, yeah, the stuff that we're working on now like is kind of a little more venturing back out from just a straightforward like 2-minute punk songs, 1-minute punk songs. We're kind of getting more back into like, we started off like kind of doing more groovy type of stuff.
cool.
So like we're kind of pushing our way back into that now, you know. So
Over was the one that was just done on.
yeah, that one's
And
not
the
that
Bandcamp.
one's still to be recorded and all that.
Over is not on the Bandcamp. The other songs are,
I believe so. Yes.
right?
As far as my memory.
And where's the only place you can hear Over?
Yeah.
Right,
Here.
right here, right for now. No, that's cool. And then hopefully you guys will do some touring soon, or
Hopefully, I would like to. I would
More
like to do
shows?
like I would like to just at least get like in the Bay Area or something somewhere. You know, somewhere. You know, I mean, here is nice, but you know, that's partly on us too. That we gotta
get out there.
we
more.
gotta bug people about it and stuff, and you know, like
Well, yeah, get out there, man. Yeah, you know, I don't see why not. Well, let's take this last minute. You guys have any shout outs for anybody?
I'm good. Yeah.
yeah, a shout out.
Why are you so shy, man?
Shout out.
Don't be so shy. Come
Shout out all the
on.
people that go to our shows and you know support us and you know showing us love for what we do and you know shout out to MoonKILL Radio for having us and yeah you know shout out to everybody who's making music and part of the scene and who's about expression.
There you go. And shout out to the IE Moreno Valley folks.
Shout
man.
out to Moreno Valley.
They don't get enough props because you have your LAs and your Orange Counties and.
I mean,
you
hey,
know.
well, we got desert days now, so.
Desert days.
That is the one thing I will represent till we die. Like, just the fact, like, what, like Lake Paris? It's happening like Lake Paris is like known for being like that crappy, or was known for being just like that. Like, there's nothing to do in like there's nothing to do in Moreno Valley. Like, there's like Paris, and people are just like, what, like you know. And now all of a sudden, there's like these crazy music festivals happening there. It's just like, I'm down with it.
Hey, it's something, man.
Yeah, I'm super down with that.
That's cool. All right, well, nothing else, man. You guys, Caveman Movies.
Yep.
One word?
Caveman Movies. 2 words.
2 words? Caveman
Movies.
and Movies.
Yep.
Check the Bandcamp. SoundCloud?
And SoundCloud if you like some extra
SoundCloud.
stuff.
Yeah, we're on Instagram as well.
Yeah, you can check us on Instagram for shows.
Instagram, Facebook.
Not so much
Twitter.
Facebook, just Instagram. I mean, we have a Facebook, but I haven't really used it.
Don't really use it.
Yeah, Instagram is kind of our main.
Basically, Instagram and Bandcamp. but
Yeah.
No iTunes or nothing, right?
No,
No.
not yet.
Spotify
Maybe
or-
hopefully
No.
soon.
No Spotify. I know I have. Fuck those guys.
You
man.
gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta do the digging for us. you know?
Yeah. So Bandcamp and Instagram, basically. The gruesome twosome. You guys like them, love them. If not, you're stupid. Check them out. Hire them. They're ready to go. He ain't going anywhere. We're gonna keep him in house, so that way you guys keep going. We appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks
yeah,
for
thank you.
playing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for
It's an
driving
honor
this
to
whole way.
play. Oh, yeah.
You know, try to pay you off for pizza, but
Oh, the pizza was delicious. That was some of the best pizza.
that's
Oh,
good
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Caveman Movies. Thanks again. Till the next one. We're out.